Hello, my friend. This is Designer Market Update. It is late. It's about 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. But the motto here is if we have the opportunity to put out an update, a quality update, let's go ahead and do it, even though it's late. And it would be so very tempting to just let the day go by without an update happening. So did I already say it? Today's Tuesday, June 14th, 2025. Okay. Let's start by taking a very close look at Bitcoin price action. So the price of Bitcoin has been surging higher. Closing at about what? Well, not closing because it never closes, right? But trading at about $97,000 and change today. The network hash rate still below 800, about 787 or so, and hash prices themselves trading higher at about 56. So that's very, very encouraging. Now, as it relates to Bitcoin mining stocks, for the most part, it was an up day. So if we take a look at the leaderboard, we saw Bitdeer in first place, closing at $19.04, up over 11% today. In second place, we had TerraWolf closing at $5.57, up 7.12%, just over 7%. And then finally, BTBT, I believe that's Bit Digital, right? They closed in third place at up over about 5% or so at $3.39 a share. So where does that leave our beloved Bitfarms? Well, Bitfarms, hey, they closed in positive territory, but I get it. None of us are going to be jumping up and down because the stock closed at $1.57. And for those of us, right, hey, Stronghold Digital Mining, $3.72 a share. Now, as it relates to Bitfarms, tomorrow, from, I believe, about 8:45 in the morning, let's just double check. I think it's 8:45 in the morning to about 9:25. Yep, in the morning. So 9:45 to 9:25. None other than our beloved CEO, Ben, right, and CFO, Jeff, are going to be presenting at the 27th annual Needham Annual Growth Conference in New York City. I think the potential exists, right, for there to be some context and color that's revealed in this presentation that has a potential to potentially, I keep saying potentially, right? But I want to couch this very cautiously. You never know. You could get some news that moves the stock in a major way. I'm not necessarily saying that, hey, we're going to get some monumental announcement that might best be served through a news release and an SEC filing. But I do think that the potential exists for there to be some meaningful updates and some meaningful sense of, hey, what's leadership saying in terms of our growth, right? What's leadership saying about our ability to hit milestones? What's our leadership saying in terms of our ability to, sustain our operations? And that's the kind of thing that is likely to be talked about in tomorrow's presentation. So I'm most certainly excited and looking forward to it, as I'm sure you are as well. And I will definitely be covering it later in the day, absent any, meteor strike that renders me incapable of doing a broadcast, right? So I am going to now end today's very short Designer Market Update with a quote, and this is from Robert Frost. "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." Any of us who have been involved in the Bitcoin story, be it for a month, a year, 10 years, or longer, know that we made a calculated decision to follow a path that was and is most definitely less traveled. So to the extent you are somebody who's been involved with Bitcoin for either a relatively short period of time or a very long period of time, if you're somebody who's invested in Bitcoin mining companies like Stronghold Digital Mining or Bitfarms or any of the other names that are in our little coverage universe, we collectively have chosen a path that is different, that is not as well traveled. And that, I do believe, my friend, will make all the difference, even though, as of right now, with Bitfarms trading at about $1.57, I know that there's a lot of skepticism, frustration, and just downright pessimism, right, regarding shares of the company and what's going on. One day at a time. Let's see what our leadership team has to say in the morning. And until then, let's stay positive, let's be great, and we'll see each other again tomorrow.